In the space of a day, I bought something for $200, sold it for $899. I bought something for $200 and sold it for $399. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I made $1,000 in the space of an hour. You guys know me best. I love a good way to make money online quickly and easily. I studied economics and finance for 3 years because I have a passion for money and investing and finance and making money. I get a real kick out of finding different passive income streams to earn money. So realistically, anybody without any experience in NFTs can do exactly what I've done to make this money. So stick around, and if this video adds value, please do leave a like. So essentially the way I made the money was to buy and sell an NFT. Now, NFTs, non-fungible tokens, what are they? It doesn't matter too much. You may have seen them on the news selling for millions, Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, and so on. The way I like to describe them, again, I'm no expert, but they're essentially images that give you access to other cool perks along the way, and these images can be traded, there's a fixed supply, and they are authenticated by the blockchain. It's a piece of art that gives you specific benefits. So let me take you back to how this all started. So Crypto.com, right? Crypto.com NFT is an NFT marketplace where they release and sell NFTs, and they can then be traded in the secondary market. So right here, there's a drop by Kyoto Roz. It's a crypto jungle drop, right? So you click on the drop and you'll see that it's live and that you can buy pieces of art. There's, it's open edition. Sometimes there'll be a drop. For example, the Alphabot Society, where there's a fixed number of Alphabots in existence, 10,000, despite it showing 9,960. And the way that you get the Alphabots is by buying packs. So for example, I bought 3 packs of the Alphabot Society NFTs, and then I would randomly get an NFT in the Alphabot collection that could be super rare or it could be super unrare, right? So now you know the structure of how everything works. Let me take you through the magic of how I was able to make £1,000 easily by myself from my room on my computer. So the Alphabot Society was a drop. Now, much like FIFA Ultimate Team, you open packs, you get cards, you get NFTs based on rareness, right? There was a specific day for these drops. Now, there's only 10,000 packs in existence, right? So if you remember economics, when demand is higher than supply, price increases. There was a set day on the Crypto.com NFT platform for this Alphabot Society drop. If I was able to be in a situation where demand was higher than supply and I was able to get 3 packs, I knew that pretty much I could sell them on instantly for a profit, right? That's roughly what economic theory kind of alludes. So I then tried to determine what the demand was for the Alphabots. Now, I went onto Twitter and I could see within the community there was a lot of hype around the collection, and I thus thought, it's worth my time queuing up for this drop to try and get 3 packs and then sell them on. It's not as simple as that. Let me explain why. This method to making money is all based on luck and a few other factors, right? So I knew that there was this collection coming out called Alphabot Society. I had a rough idea that demand was going to be quite high for the packs because I'd seen on Twitter that there was a lot of hype around it. Now, the next step was to queue up on the day of the drop and be ready in line to try and get a space near the front of the queue. Now, if you queue up between, let's say, half an hour to 15 minutes before the drop starts, the time was on the website, you get given a random spot in the queue. You could be at the very front or you could be at the very back. And then based on that, you'll be able to get maybe 3 packs if you're near the front. Or if you're at the very middle of the queue, maybe you'll be lucky to get 1 pack. Or if you're at the back of the queue, then you can't get any packs, right? So I managed to get in the queue quite early. Now, what I then did was to check the demand. I opened up a new tab and rejoined the queue, because when I rejoined the queue, I was able to see what position in line I'd be. If I was positioned, let's say, 20, then there would only be 19 other people trying to buy packs, because once you join the queue after the drop starts, then you get put to the very back of it. It's no longer random. So what I did was, when I found out I was near the front of the queue once the drop had started, I opened up a new tab on my phone, tried to rejoin the queue, and it put me to the very back. Now, I saw that I was at the back of the queue with about 15,000 people in front of me. Now, if 15,000 people are trying to buy packs, there's only 10,000 packs available, and people can buy 3 packs if they want to. I knew that there was going to be high demand for the Alphabot NFTs in the secondary market, right? Essentially, demand was looking about 15,000 upwards, whereas supply is capped at 10,000. So like an eagle, you can see on screen right now that I swooped in and I bought 3 Alphabot Society packs, and that cost me $600. That's a lot for NFTs, A brand new collection I spent $600 on. It was a risk. I took the risk financially. Now, I got 3 Alphabots with that money. I got Alphabot 7438. Right here, the pink one on the screen that I no longer own, and the same for Alphabot 6716. So straight away after getting these Alphabot NFTs and minting them, boom, I slapped them straight onto the secondary market. I was able to see on the market as well that people were buying them for about the $400, $500 mark, depending on the rareness. So I decided to slap one up at a fairly high price, my more aesthetic one at about $899, and then my AlphaBot 6716. So at this point, I want to say a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you don't know, Skillshare is an online learning community in which you can develop and enhance your creative skills. There are classes on thousands of different things, ranging from Photoshop to YouTube to Premiere Pro to social media to artwork. I myself have quite a few classes on there on Photoshop, Premiere Pro, YouTube. And recently, as I said, I've been continuing to learn Spanish by Peter Hanley, and my Spanish is getting a lot better. So a big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. The first 1,000 people to use my link down in the description below will get a free 1-month trial of Skillshare. 6716 at the floor price because I wanted to reduce risk straight away and get out, so I slapped it on for $399. And you can see that literally on the same day as me buying this for $200, it was sold for $399. I made a quick little profit of $199 on this one. And then on my pink AlphaBot, you can see that within the hype of the collection releasing on the day, somebody else bought it for $899 after I paid $200 for it. And then when the hype died down, somebody bought it for $448, and then only recently $315. So the market crashed. What I did was, I saw there was high hype, I saw there was high demand, I bought the market, I sold, I got out of there straight away, I made profit. Although I did keep one AlphaBot for the long term, just because you never know with collections. We've seen it with Bored Ape Yacht Club, we've seen it with CryptoPunks. The price could always skyrocket, you know, these guys try and bring utility and perks, so that happens. We'll have to wait and see if they do. So that final AlphaBot right now, it's not a rare one, so it's probably at the floor price of about $320, which will still give me a profit of about $120. Now, what did I do? So I got lucky by getting a good place in the queue. I used my brain to spot there was high demand and high hype. I sold instantly on the secondary market and got out and reduced risk. Now, again, this is not a winning formula. I'm not a financial advisor. You know, you could lose money if you take up the same strategy. I'm not saying do this. I'm simply saying what I did to earn £1,000 in an hour. And there has been other times with other collections, if you was to sell that collection NFT item instantly, for example, Loaded Lions, you would have sold it for about $500 and made a profit of $300 on the day. But then a week later, the Loaded Lion floor price was at $7,000. So you would have lost massively. So by essentially selling straight away, I was taking a risk because the AlphaBot Society price could have skyrocketed. Luckily it didn't. I seemed to make the right call. But again, that's why I kind of held one just in case for the long term. So there you have it, my friends. There's my quick video today on how I made £1,000 trading NFTs in an hour from my room with my computer. Now, obviously, I did have startup capital of about... But I do think as well, buying and trading and selling NFTs as a side hustle can potentially be a good way to make money if you're looking for a brand new side hustle. Because, listen, it's like trading anything. You're never guaranteed to make money. There's always a high chance you could lose money. But in today's day and age, there's trending things, right? When something trends, you know, it builds up a lot of hype. It builds up a bubble. You know about bubbles. You know, bubbles inflate and inflate and inflate, and eventually they burst, right? So right now, NFTs, it's the year of NFTs recently. And if you're looking to get into a drop early, there is a good chance now that since it's such a hyped up thing, that if you get into a hyped up drop, there's a good chance the price will increase. It might not, but it might do. So really, if you're looking for a side hustle, you want to buy and trade something, look into NFTs, because I feel like there's such a hyped up thing in 2022, 2021 as well. So please do leave a like down below. Let me know what you think of this video, and always,
all up in my head, that's how I behave. Passing up the same, waking up the same.
So you've got a few hours left if you want to join my league. The code right there is in the top right hand corner. And today I'm going to be walking you through my team and why I've gone with this team. So first up, Formula One Fantasy. How do you get points? Well, based on if they qualify, where they qualify. You can get minus points if they don't qualify or they get disqualified. Obviously, you get points on where they finished, if they beat their teammate, the fastest lap. I mean, holy smokes, there's a lot of ways you can get points. So it's going to be a very interesting league. And this is my team. So right here, I think Verstappen or Hamilton, everybody is going to have one of them on their team. So I've gone for Verstappen this time. I've then got a McLaren driver, Ricciardo, in. I think the McLaren car's looking quite good this year.
All up in my head, that's just how I behave.